Literally, no one is calling it like us, guys. Name me one person who is. Our timeline just got confirmed by Donald Trump. How is this even reality, guys, right? How is this even possible? Well, it's because somehow, somehow, we're in the know. Listen to this. Apple insider trading alert. Apple's general counsel, Catherine Adams, just sold 100,000 Apple shares for a total value of $20 million. It seems like these executives from these huge companies and institutions are once again on a selling spree. Pay very close attention, because the last time this happened, a mini black swan appeared. Okay? The CEO of Nvidia just sold another $25 million worth of Nvidia shares, guys. Look at that. He literally almost, well, 500,000 sold, guys. No, 500 million. So $550 million over the past 2 months, guys. He's profited because of him selling his own shares for his own company. Don't we see? Right, so something is obviously coming. Let's not be naive, guys. Now, there's a difference. Well, number one is what? A recession, okay? But there is basically a threshold the recession will not break through, okay? It will just bounce off it, guys, and pump higher. Though there is a collapse. A collapse is what? It will break through that threshold, right? And this one is a scary one. This is as well, but it's not as scary. Let's talk about it. Justin, again, confirmations from left field, guys. What's happening from Watcher Guru? Donald Trump says we are close to the 1929 crash, a depression, and a new world war. Guys, literally no one else called it. Name me one person. This was years ago. We were talking about how there's going to be a 1929 crash, right? But actually, this time it's going to be different, because it's going to be a crash which will push the agenda, well, a collapse, let's say, not a crash, right? A collapse that will push the agenda towards a new financial system. So if we're getting all of these things correct, guys, the only missing piece to this puzzle is, you guys got it, XRP, right? But XRP only shows itself its true nature after the collapse. So this is what we're waiting for, guys, right? I'm not cheering for a collapse, not at all, guys. But if we know something of such is coming at some point in time, why not take advantage of it? Because all of these people, even Donald Trump, will. How do we know? How do you guys know if he holds XRP? We don't. Okay, maybe he does. Nobody knows. So here within this video, he says, or he exposes the truth, guys. Right? The only missing thing is he didn't say a new financial system. No, we're already in a no, basically, guys, and it will be coming up next. Well, first, I believe a recession. We're going to be talking about all about it in today's video, guys. Please like today's video, and at the end of the day, this is a financial advice, but let's try to connect the dots. Let's go.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate your being here. Just a statement before I talk about debates. I think that our country is right now in the most dangerous position it's ever been in, from an economic standpoint, from a safety standpoint. Both gangs on the street and, frankly, gangs outside of our country in the form of other countries that are, frankly, very powerful. They're very powerful countries, and we don't know what we're doing. We have leadership that has no clue how to handle them or how to handle any other situation. We have a lot of bad things coming up. You could end up in a depression of the 1929 variety, which would be a...
Wow. He didn't say if we have a lot of bad things coming up. He literally just stated we have a lot of bad things coming up. Guys, we're basically in the know. This is why XRP is the hedge to the Great Depression 2.0, or something worse, actually, something that's the world has never faced before. Well, if you're alive right now, right, the only way you will face such a new or such a repeating pattern is if you're probably hundreds of years old, right? Because the last time they switched systems, guys, was I don't even know how long, but probably 100 years plus ago. So he didn't say if this thing will be coming up, but he said it is, right? We will be seeing it, guys. This is a financial advice. I'm ready. XRP will truly shine. I'm ready. I'm so ready, guys. I think it will happen in the year 25 or 26. Not yet. So for now, we're going to take advantage of this parabolic move coming up. I'm truly ready. And this is how we're about to become millionaires, if not billionaires. And we're about to take the greatest advantage, or take great advantage of this upcoming recession and collapse.
We have a lot of bad things coming up. You could end up in a depression of the 1929 variety, which would be a devastating thing. Took many years, took decades to recover from it. And we're very close to that, and we're very close to a world war. In my opinion, we're very close to a world war. We have people that don't know how to handle it. They're not respected. All over the world, they're laughed at. And we can't have that. Most dangerous period of time I've ever seen for our country.
Wrong! We're not heading into a world war, guys. That's the only thing I'm disagreeing with Donald Trump. Well, I guess we'll see who's right at the end. I don't believe a world war takes place. A new one takes place soon. In fact, probably later on. But for different reasons. Nobody knows. I don't know. I'm just guessing at the end of the day. Though, what is fascinating is inflation-adjusted United States government spending in less than 4 years now exceeds the combined spending of WW1 to 1970 to 1990. This is very concerning for the long-term health of the economy. Everyone except the United States government seems to understand this, right? So the economy is already degrading, guys. It's already heading to S right now. And don't worry, guys. United States credit card debt reaches a new all-time high. I wish XRP was at least $1.14, but it's not. Though this is United States debt, $1.14 trillion. I mean, wow. This is, oh my gosh, that's insane, guys. Right. So with all of this coming up, we know what's upcoming, right? This portion ties it all towards a collapse moment. But on the other hand, we see something else looming as well, something less severe but obviously important, right? We do not want to be on the wrong side of this trade. Why? Justin, JP Morgan says the odds of a United States recession by the end of the year are now at 35%. Right? Don't you guys see 35%, guys? 35%. No, scratch that. It's literally, in my opinion, well, I'm not going to say 100% because nothing is ever guaranteed, but I'm going to say 99%. Okay? That's just my opinion. Speculation at the end of the day, shall I say. But let's see why they believe 35%, only 35%, though 35% is huge, right, from a pie. The chances of, from like 100% guys, 35% is actually huge, right? I mean, those odds are great, I would say, for a recession. And a notable move from the financial institutions, JP Morgan has, and remember, JP Morgan, they're definitely in the know, has increased its odds for a United States recession by the end of the year to 35%. Indeed, the bank had previously held those odds at only 25%, and this is why I need them to pump it. Right, I need this portion to happen, guys, because I'm definitely not trying to hold cryptocurrencies during a damn recession. So please pump it. New all-time highs. Let us get out. Let us invest back in at the lows and ride it until the collapse. And then I'm selling off to the sunsets at that point. Indeed, the bank had previously held those odds at only 25%, yet they note pressures from the labor market have greatly changed things. And the July jobs report provided data that came in much weaker than experts predicted. Right? I mean, the thing is, it's still not done and over with, right? So on Monday, the global markets were hit with a massive crash. Japan's stock market suffered its worst day's loss ever, right? And it was all because geopolitical concerns and recessionary risks in the West. We're going to be talking about that in just a second. Now, Goldman Sachs has also increased its recession probability after the week's events. The firm raised its forecast by 10%, with it giving the economy a 25% chance to fall into recession in the next 12 months. Right, there we go. He said, JP Morgan, the CEO of JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, he said the economy's chances of a soft landing are between 35% and 40%. Wow. There's a lot of uncertainty. A little bit of skeptic, guys. I know this thing is coming. I don't know exactly when, but I know it will at some point. This is shocking. Treasury bond issuance in 2024 is expected to hit $1.9 trillion, surpassing levels seen even during the 2008 financial crisis, guys. Right? So if you look at the metrics, it's repeating basically, right? It's getting heated, guys. Compare that time, 2008, to now. So everything is getting out of hand, but it seems like not only that, no, they could pull literally any card at this point, because breaking, Africa's CDC set to declare some type of emergency, guys, right? Because something's happening over on that side of the world, right? Something about I don't know, monkey space pox, guys, or something. Wow. And they're suggesting, oh, they may announce it, or some type of an emergency next week. So this is very weird if you ask me, right? Again, narratives are brewing. Why? Because of this. But they're going to blame something else, but never themselves. Breaking, Cisco announces they plan to lay off another 4,000 plus workers. Don't we see that foreshadows a recession? It's actually already here, probably. I believe that high yield spread will start to catch up with unemployment level, which means we are not done with volatility, right? So unemployment and the high yield spread right here, guys, it seems like they both correlate to each other, right? So when one moves, the other probably follows, though that time was an outlier, right? Usually the other times it's not. 2 out of 3 times. Maybe I guess that time it wasn't as well, right? But usually it follows, I guess 50% chance. Though this seems like it's like a lot higher, like 90%, or if not 100%. This is what happened the last 3 times when the spread between the 2-year yield and the 30-year yield started to decline after remaining at a high level for a while. Okay, so basically what we see right here is this is the SPX, guys. So basically the stock market on the weekly time frame, and we see a trend line that literally takes us back to 1929, resistance point, resistance, and we're at that level right now. That's why we've seen a crash possibly. Now, each time the 2-year yield and the 2-year versus 30 yield year yield spread went down, guys, right? Each time it seems like a recession occurred or a market plunge, right? Right now we haven't entered that point. Okay, so we still have some time, and I'm hoping that's that little bit of time we pump like this, guys, and then this goes down like that, recession hits, right? And then we pump out of there, right? That's what I'm hoping. Quote, the United States is not in a recession, despite the Sam Rule indicator bearing my name saying that it is. That said, the risk of a recession is elevated, strengthening the case for the United States Federal Reserve to cut interest rates, per Claudia Sam. Interesting, guys. President and CEO of Fed Boston says if the data is as expected, it's appropriate soon to begin easing, guys. Are you ready? They're about to start printing like never before, on literally a printing spree. But the only reason they will do that is because, you guessed it, due to a Black Swan event. Dun dun dun. I'm ready for the future. I think we literally know what's upcoming next, guys. Though, I guess time will tell. Let us prepare, number 1, for a recession, and number 2, for the collapse. Are you ready? Because I am. Parabolic move up first, please, and let's go. Now, I need your voice. My name is face. See ya.